live on Drivers Network America, Dialed In Racing League season finale at Atlanta. There's your grid. We're going to give you a special promotional video for tonight's race. 4 drivers are going to square off. We're getting ready to go green. 1:49 left in qualifying. Let's see what's happened so far this season. What can he do with 1 to go? Mayatu's got to defend it. Keith Mayatu able to hold on. Winner tonight, Chicagoland 36 car with a close finish. Here he comes off a 3 and 4. Anthony Pelican, your winner tonight. Might get up there and give him a little bumper love. There he goes. Green flag is out. Nick Gardner, Alex Pelican. Looked like they almost were side by side. Jordan Caskey, here he comes on the outside of the 46. Now he's going to go after the 16 of Nick Gardner to the inside. White flag is out. Anthony Pelican, can he hold on? One more time around. 33 to the inside of the 16. Now the 36, hungry, off of 4. Anthony Pelican holding it out there. He's going to take it to the bottom. Here he comes one more time, coming off of 4. Mayatu all over his back bumper. It's a drag race, and the 98 wins it. 4 different drivers. Keith Mayatu, Anthony Pelican, Brett Butler, and Richard Holland square off this week. Season finale. This is Dialed In Racing League. We'll welcome you back. Bradley Cooper, your host tonight. Season finale at Atlanta. We've been squaring off for this all year long. It's going to get really good. I think the 4 drivers that are in this thing to win it are going to have a showdown. You got Keith Mayatu starting on the pole tonight. Let's get up there and get your grid right now. As we go through the field, there's the 36 car starting on the pole to his outside. That 76 has been putting in some practice. Brent Butler starting on the outside. Richard Holland, 31, starting in 4th position. So you've got right there 3 out of the 4 contenders in the top 3. There's the 10 car, Rick Fagone, starting in the 4th position. 5th place is going to bring the 25 car of Jeremiah Vincent. 6th position, another chase contender for tonight, the 98 car of Anthony Pelican. Looking good out there. 7th position, we got a new driver out here I haven't seen in a while. Zach Michael, starting in 7th to his outside. 16 of Nick Gardner. 81th. Cody Atkins right there. Sitting in 9th position, Blake Blomker. Round out your top 10. Alex Pelican in the 46 right there in 11th. Cody Williams in 12th. Brett Sommers in the 7 car. Going to start back here in 13th, 14th. 14 car, Nate Ostrowski, Dennis Steele, Dallas Sullivan, Nicholas Starling, and John Schultzelski going to round out your field. Here, let's get up here to our pole sitter. 36 car, Keith Mayatu, getting ready to go green. Starting on the inside. Live at Texas, Dialed In Racing League. Going green. Drivers Network America bringing you the green flag. Flag to flag coverage. 134 laps. And here we go, our green flag. We're racing. So here we are. Keith Mayatu wasting no time. He got to the inside of Brent Butler. Richard Holland following suit. Richard Holland actually right on his bumper as he tries to get around Brent Butler. It's not going to work. Butler's able to hold on to it right there Great start to this race already.
Caution, yellow flag.
And we've got a yellow flag. Somebody out of turn 3. We're going to go back and see where that was. Not sure what car it was on the field. All right, we're just going to have to hit the instant replay button. First caution of the night, right on lap 1. Let's see what happened here. We were having a great start. Excellent start to this race. Seemed like everybody was given some room. Oh, the 72 just got up into the wall. Got really loose off of 3. Just tagged the 4-car Cody Williams. Just enough that the outside wall, he found it. So there's your caution. Caution number 1. Just a slight little mistake there. 72's got a fast repair. He's going to get that fixed really quick. If you guys are new to the stream, hope you guys appreciate what we got going on, but this is the season finale. These drivers have battled all season long, and it came down to 4 of them. This guy with a dominant season all the way through, Keith Mayatu, had several wins. I think he put 8 or 9 in the win column for this guy. Brent Butler, who's been quick everywhere, sealing the deal at one track, I do believe. If you ask me offhand, I have so many races this season, but Brent Butler's been up front for a lot of them. And you've got the 31 of Richard Holland just behind him. And how about this guy back here? Started winning in the chase, Anthony Pelican. Got Bristol, got Nashville. He's been a top 3 driver every week. And it comes down to this. 1 race. 4 guys. Who's going to do it? Pre-race jitters. They go away after you take lap 1, but you get this caution. Now you're starting all over again. You almost imagine the race didn't even begin. As we're sitting here 3-4 laps in now. And Keith Mayatu getting some bonus points. 1 lap to green. Brent Butler going to be on the outside. He's going to get another go at it. Richard Holland tried to sneak on the inside of that start. But now with the restart, let's see if he goes in time. Maybe he can clear him this time by. Right on board here, just for this restart here. Keith Mayatu is going to lead him off. He's already planted strategy, saving fuel. Listen to it. He's clutching it, trying to get as much fuel in that thing as he can for the long run. If he can pit 3 or 4 laps later than the rest of these guys. Keith has been putting it on all season long. We wanted to get a pre-race interview, but that promotional video, I threw it together there with about, I don't know, an hour or so before the race, and I ran out of time, so maybe we'll pull one of these guys up here if we have another caution flag. 18 cars on the track. Keith Mayatu is going to lead all 17 of them. And maybe we can get some green flag runs in here. Pace cars off. Here we go. Getting ready to go. Green. Keith Mayatu wasting no time, and the green flag is out. Already putting a little bit of gap back there to the Richard Holland and Brent Butler. Leading up down into turn 1. Keith Mayatu, about a half a second gap back there. Really good run off of 4. Probably 0.2 of a second. Brent Butler just trying to catch up here. He's got Richard Holland on his back bumper. Holland, everybody kind of running that high line. There's the run off at 4. Let's go back here and look at the 98. Right on board with him for a second. Got Outcast in front of him in the 31 of Holland, so your top 4 is the top 4 in points, almost in the exact order. Anthony Pelican's going to have to get up there and take that spot from Richard Holland. You know these guys have been practicing all week long, thinking about this race. And we get back here through the field a little bit. There's a pass right there by the 31. He's to the inside of the 76. Brent Butler holding his own on the outside. And we had a car tag the wall back there somewhere. We could hear it on our audio for just a split second, but side by side, and if these guys run it for very long, Maiatu is going to run away from them. They're going to have to sort this out. Richard Holland still on the bottom, trying to get around him. There's Rick Fagun back there making up some ground on the 98. And we got some passing back here with Jeremiah Vincent. He's looking to get by. Well, he just got around the 81, but the 81 of Cody Atkins is very quick here tonight. And they're still side by side up front there. So all the camera angles brought to you by Drivers Network America. If you guys like what you see. Lap 9 out of 134. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Dialed In Racing League would really like that. Bring you flag-to-flag coverage. We look forward to another season here. A lot of these guys are real-life advocates of racing. They've been part of race teams or drive cars themselves. And it's really cool to see different talents come together. So we've got Anthony Pelican, Brent Butler, and Richard Holland chasing down the 36, who has about a half-second lead. Keith Maiatu wasting no time. Started on the pole tonight. And he's maintained about a half-second gap here so far. Let's go back here to the 81. We were looking at this earlier. And that new name right there, Zach Michael. I don't remember this name from the beginning of the season. If he was in there, I do apologize, but here he is for the season finale. Coming out here, going to run the top 10 right now. And that Old Spice machine looks sharp. Really like that metallic paint job. So Zach Michael running in 6th place. Might be a new name here at Drivers Network or Dialed In Racing League. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words tonight. There's a lot to get done in a short amount of time. Richard Holland is losing ground. He's been driving that bottom, and now Anthony Pelican has got to his outside. So they are side by side, coming out of 3 and 4. I think the high line's going to prevail here. Holland's really stretching it out there, though. So there goes Anthony Pelican. Anything can happen, though. Helmut camera with the 98. This is his point of view. Now, if he has triple screens, he can kind of see to the left and right a lot more than you can on the broadcast, but this is the perspective that a driver gets in the simulator. There aren't any chase cams. This isn't NASCAR Heat. This is as real as it gets outside of an actual car. So to understand the turbulence and how these cars handle, they have all the code and physics down to data that is collected from race teams. So they understand 100% how these tires react to the pavement, all the way down to the lap times they should be running. Everything's laser scanned. It's 1/1000th of a second, or 1/1000th of an inch accurate, all the way around. So if you want to talk about a simulator, this is the real deal. And these guys have been putting it down. You get a good force feedback wheel. It's a lot cheaper than a stock car. There's the 76. Brent Butler's going to concede second position. I think he got a little close to the wall, and he knew he had to gap that there. And now Richard Holland has the door open. He's to the inside. This top 5 is right on top of each other. Rick Fagun not too far back there, but just in front of him. They're racing side by side. Brent Butler kind of falling off the pace here. Might be getting a little bit tight, holding that outside against Richard Holland early in this race. Holland is able to clear him, but Anthony Pelican cleared both of them, and there he goes. He's going to try to chase down Keith Maiatu, who's about a second ahead right now. Really close racing here. You look behind Anthony Pelican, side-by-side racing. And tell you what, Cody Atkins is working his way through the field, but he's got a hungry 16 and 4 car behind him. Nick Gardner right there. Dowden race team had a great run there last week. We were at Nashville Fairgrounds, and I thought he was going to come up with that second place, third place. Definitely a podium finish for him. That late caution kind of threw everything around with everyone pitting. Some of those guys had an extra set of tires to take out. Cody Williams. There's a guy that deserves to be up in that top 4. He's had an excellent season. We saw him at Chicagoland put it down. He's rolling a different paint scheme tonight, unless my thing is a little inaccurate, but that's a Kodak film machine. Several different drivers have drove that machine. Trying to think of some guys that were at the time. Well, that's going to be a tough one for me. All right, let's get back up here because Anthony Pelican is starting to trim a little bit off of that lead. I think where this top 5 is going to split up, if we go green, getting on and off pit road is going to be so crucial. If you can do it faster than the other guy, maintain that pit road speed, don't get a penalty. That's going to be really important, I think. And if we go green the whole race from here on out, we have that stage break. But when do they pit? When do they pit? Do they pit before it? Do they pit after it? When that stage break comes out, some of these leagues run fuel. You might not make it. But here he is right here, Keith Mayatu. And he always thanks me for doing a great job, but I tell you what, the camera angles on that 36 car for the entire season have looked amazing. He's been taking them to Gapplebee's. Let's look back here on the gearbox. 1.13 seconds. Back to Anthony Pelican, who's working his ass off right now, trying to catch that 36. And I'll tell you, the top 4 in points, it's very close all through the season. But right now, it's whoever wins the race. So these guys are chasing him, and he knows it. Very unusual to see the high line here in Atlanta, but these guys are way up there. That 10 car has figured something out because he's actually running the bottom and hanging with these guys. About midway in 3 and 4, but I saw him all the way on the bottom in 1 and 2, and he's not losing ground to the 31 at all. So that's interesting to see what this track's going to do, is it looks like it's clear skies right now. But as it rubbers up, it could change things. 25, Jeremiah Vincent back there in 6th position. Cody Atkins just behind him. Oh, a little bit loose. Little bit loose. So we got the 41 of Zach Michael is going to take advantage of that. And there is the 16 of Nick Gardner. Right up behind it. Doors open up. Cody Atkins on the outside. Got a lot loose. And tell you what, it only takes one mistake and somebody's going to take advantage of it here. Go back and take a look at the 14 car of Nate Ostrowski. KTM machine. Always finishing the race, man. It's just not the season they wanted. But solid driver. I think if Ostrowski had someone to bounce some ideas off of, or I don't know. I really can't say. I know he's a good driver, and he's done a great job all season long. He's kept it clean. He's always been good to race around, but I think next season, turn up the heat a little bit. There's a few different guys that were up there in that top 10 in points, and right when we came around chase time, they just had some bad luck, and I think the 14's one of them. Back there, Dallas Sullivan. Still no sponsor on that car. American flag on the roof of it. And I don't know if we had a mistake made, but the top 4 is right on top of each other right now. I don't know what happened there. Keith Mayatu lost about 6-7 tenths of a second. He's starting to get it back under him, but here comes some hungry hippos, and they're right on the back of that 36 machine. I think we're about to have a 4-way battle for the lead. 28 laps in. These guys are driving the doors off of it. No one is letting that 36 car out of their sight. Great to see for a season finale. If you guys aren't enjoying this entertainment, go back and watch what we saw at the beginning of this race to where we are now. Little blink out by the 98, but man, is the 76 of Brent Butler right on the tail. These guys are right on top of each other. They know what it's going to take. They put the time in all season long. They put the time in for tonight. Your top 4 points contenders. I mean, it's going to come down to these 4 guys who's going to win the race. And if they keep racing like this, we don't know. It's a toss-up. Right now, you've got your points leader officially before the final 4. And a close second right there, 98. Right behind him, 76, Brent Butler. And Richard Holland. So Anthony Pelican, Keith Mayatu, Brent Butler, Richard Holland. You guys know it. Then you got Jeremiah Vincent back here, right on the edge. Just barely missed the points there on that cutoff. And he's hungry. .25 car is actually a little bit faster than this top 4 right now. And he's making up some ground. So that Napa machine might be up there behind Richard Holland before too long. But we're getting close to that stage break. Anthony Pelican, 0.2 of a second back. Brent Butler's not giving him any room either. There's a little peek to the inside by the 76. Looked like he had maybe a run there for a second. Look for the lead right here. Anthony Pelican to the inside and one. Is he going to snag it away? Keith Mayatu had to lift a little bit. Couldn't get back to the throttle. Now Brett Butler is going to get up there. There's second position, so Keith Mayatu losing 2 spots in 1 and 2. New leader, Anthony Pelican. Mayatu lost 2 positions there. Now your new leader is under fire already. 76 car. Right up the back bumper. And the 98 kind of cutting it down there in 3 and 4. Didn't want to give him the draft, I think. Maybe he thinks that, well, he's coming down pit road. So now we have a new leader. Jeremiah Vincent getting by the 36. I think the 36 got really tight. So Jeremiah Vincent up to second position now. Where did this guy come from? We saw him back there running 5th position. Somebody that's really fallen off here is that 10 car. Rick Fagone. He was running up in the top 5, but his track seems to be changing. Wow, really tight off of 2. So somebody's moving up quick. Cody Williams. Nick Gardner in a solid 16 car tonight. 6th position. Uh-oh. That 36 car is falling fast. If we have a long green flag run, I think that 36 car is in trouble. And we have had a long one, but I think after the stage break, that's his only opportunity to figure it out if we stay green. That guy's struggling right now. Are we going to have any more takers on pit road here? 98 car back out there on the track. He is 1 lap down. Sommers also hit pit road. There's the guy that had a little issues there early on. We got the 10 car of Fagone in pit road now. Stage break's going to be at lap 50, and these guys are just a little bit short. A little bit short on fuel. So when we take that stage break, we're going to go back and figure out maybe an interview here. There's a 76 hit pit road as well. 25 Jeremiah Vincent, your leader right now. Mayatu, who was saving fuel after that first caution. He's fallen all the way back to the 7th position now. Or 6th position, but he's got Nick Gardner right behind him. Fagone might have got a speeding penalty. He's lost a lot of ground. That pit stop took entirely too long. He's going to lose probably 2 laps down after that speeding penalty. Might have brought it in a little bit too hot. Being scored is 3 down. That's a tough break. But here's your leader right now. Hasn't pitted yet. 98 of Anthony Pelican got back around him. Got his lap back the old-fashioned way. That was your leader before he took the pit road. And we got some more guys electing to pit right now. There's Nick Gardner pulling it off pit road. I believe the 25 is going to bring it down. Brent Butler also leaving his pit stall. Cody Atkins coming down pit road. Jeremiah Vincent, we talked about him coming down there. He was leading a few laps. So where's this leave Richard Holland? Holland back there in the 5th position. Your leader currently, the 41 car of Zach Michael. He's going to get a few laps led. Look at your chase contenders. Richard Holland has not pitted yet, nor has Keith Mayatu. Brent Butler and Anthony Pelican have both pitted. So a little bit different strategy, and it's about a solid 5 or 6 laps, and we got a 72 car up in the wall here. Lomker all the way up on the outside. Fresh tires with the 16 working quick. 72 is really struggling to keep it out of that wall. Now the leader, 41, Zach Michael, bringing it down pit road. That'll put Dallas Sullivan up there. We still got some guys holding on to it here, pushing it as far as they can. That 31 of Richard Holland is clutching it. They're trying to make it to the stage break. Will they have enough? 36 and Mayatu doing the same thing. This is going to put a whole different strategy if these guys can make it to the stage break. That's a great strategy because you know this caution's going to come. Leader takes a white flag. Dallas Sullivan, I believe, might be doing the same thing. Very smooth with the throttle for the 69. I think they're going to make it here because the white flag's out. Alex Pelican going to come through second. Here's the stage points. Cody Williams, third.
The yellow flag is out.
Richard Holland, fourth, and Keith Mayatu in fifth. I think clutching it worked out for these guys. So Anthony Pelican, kind of the lower end of the guys in the top. Well, Brent Butler just behind him. So there's a separation for stage points. Richard Holland getting it done. Leader of the top 4 for this stage. And they were clutching it. Let's see if he has enough to make it back to pit road. I think the 31 is out of fuel. I think the 31 just ran out. '31 car out of fuel. Got the stage points, but that's not good. Ran out right there at the end. He might need a little help to get on pit road. And I believe the race control just told them that they can pass this car. A bunch of guys were holding up to let the 31 by. Based off iRacing's scoring, it doesn't know that he's ran out of fuel, but he's going to have to roll around. I don't think he's going to go a lap down, but he has to get into his pit stall perfectly. That's a long travel there. He might lose a lap. Well, let's hope this chase contender can get back into it. Mayatu just had enough time. There's the top finisher. 98 made it back just in time. A little strategy, but it might not have played out in favor. He's going to have to do it perfectly here. He has no chance if he misses this pit stall. Traveling a very slow 30 miles per hour here. We're going to watch it. Let's see if he can hit it exact. Uh-oh. Leaders are coming back around. 31 of Richard Holland's going to lose a lap here. Tough break for that guy right now, but still a lot of racing left to go. But as it sits, Brent Butler's your leader. Kind of interesting. Actually, the 14 of Zach Michael, who stayed out, I think will be your leader. He had just pitted before that stage break, I think. Unless he went a lap. Well, he might have went a lap down because of the stage break. But Richard Holland, one lap down, got the stage points, but now finds himself in 13th. Very interesting. I don't think we're going to pull him up. We might pull... See if we can pull up somebody. We might be taking one to green here. Yep, we're one lap to green, so I won't pull anyone up. I knew the stage break was happening, but so many things interesting that are going on right now. And we try to pay attention to all of it. So into the longest line for the 31. Really your big beneficiary right now, Brent Butler. He's going to start on the outside of Dallas Sullivan. One lap to green, one stage in the books. Brent Butler, Dallas Sullivan, Alex Pelican, Cody Williams, Nicholas Starling, your top five. Points contenders, Keith Mayatu, Anthony Pelican. Just inside the top 10. Here we go, green flag's about to wave. And there's the green flag. Brent Butler wasting no time. There they go, but Dallas Sullivan got the jump and he's going to the lead. 69 car. What a jump on that restart. And there he goes. Might have been the 69's restart. I don't know. It was scoring the 76 as the leader. But my timing of scoring could have been off there for a couple laps. Either way, Dallas Sullivan got a good jump there, but now he's got the 76 to his outside. Brent Butler back to P1. Great pass, but he's got a hungry 4 car behind him. Brent Butler, first position right now. This would be really incredible to see a guy that's had a solid season but never got a win. I don't recall a win. I'll go back through and look at it. But I don't think Brent Butler had a victory. He had solid top 5s to get him up in that top 4. And if he pulled it off tonight, what an incredible season it would be to just decide to win right here at Atlanta. I'm going to go back and make sure that I'm going to fact check myself to make sure that I'm right. They were putting the points on Microsoft Excel. Well, that's not going to work. Here we are. Brent Butler does have a win, just to clarify. Anthony Pelican has 3, Jordan Caskey with 1, Keith Mayatu with 10. Trying to remember the win. It might have been Pocono. I can't remember right offhand, but change for the lead. 4 car. Cody Williams gets around the 76. And now he's got the 36 behind him. And there's Alex Pelican sneaking up there in that top 3. He's to the outside of the 36. Side by side coming out of 3 and 4. Holland's praying for a caution right now. We were looking back and talking about his strategy not working out exactly the way he wanted it to. And there's Brent Butler running in the 6th position. I don't know if he got into the wall, what exactly happened. But Dennis Steele's going by him on the inside now. And Cody Williams under fire big time. Alex Pelican all over the back bumper of the 4 car. 46 looking to try to take away the lead. Little push down the front straightaway. Cody Williams has got his hands full as a peek to the outside now. I don't think there's going to be enough drive off on that 4 car. I think the 46 is there. Here we go into 1 and 2. Plenty of room for both these guys to run their lines, but 4 car He's going to have to pull off a slide job. Right there, there's the crossover. 46 going to the lead. I think the 46 has got enough speed in 3 and 4. Alex Pelican down to the bottom of the track, and there he goes. Maybe another crossover here. There's the 4 car going back to the inside. I think Cody Williams barely off there to lead that lap. These guys are going back and forth, and Keith Mayatu just sitting there watching these guys duke it out. 4 car is going to have to concede here. He might have opened the door. The 36 to get by. Mayatu all the way to the bottom, squeezing it in there. Change for second position, possibly here in 1 and 2. '98 Anthony Pelican hit it a little bit earlier than everyone else. He's actually down 1 set of tires to the guy in front of him. The 36 of Mayatu able to make it all the way around this place for 50 laps. We're halfway through this race. And boy, is it close with the stage points in Richard Holland's favor right now. But right now, 1 lap down for the 31. Keith Mayatu really close there on that stage. Anthony Pelican trying to steal it away. With all these points, I cannot give you an official winner. I wish I could. You're just going to have to watch it till the end. 98 Anthony Pelican down to the bottom there for just a second, peeking to the inside. They're right on top of each other. Nicholas Starling having a solid night tonight. Running into the 5th position. 07 car. Looking strong. He's actually gaining a little bit of ground. There's Alex Pelican on the outside. He's lost some spots. He was the leader. Might have clipped the wall. We got a 3-way battle for the lead now. Mayatu to the inside of the 4. Cody Williams led that time by. He's going to go up there and try to win this thing. Mayatu to the lead, though. He sat there and bided his time, just waiting for these guys to race it out, burn their stuff up, but now here he is, P1. Cody Williams, Anthony Pelican. Wow, what a close race here. You see the 98 going to the bottom. Gonna pull that slide job, maybe a crossover from the 4 car, not sure yet. Nope, not enough speed. There goes the 98. Trying to chase down the 36. Brent Butler back to the 9th position. I know we're talking about the top 4. It's a lot of action going on the track. We're missing some of it. Talk about a lot of these guys. We talked about Nicholas Starling. He's up in the top 5. There's Cody Atkins trying to take away 9th position now from Brent Butler. Nick Gardner has fallen back to the 7th position tonight. He was up in the top 5 there for a bit. There's a guy that started the race out, led a few laps on that second stage. And then tough break right now. There's another chase driver, Richard Holland. Ran out of fuel right at the stage break. Had to coast it all the way around the track to get back to it. He's praying for a caution right now. He has the stage points advantage over these guys. If he can get a yellow flag and be the first car a lap down with that lucky dog, he can get back into this thing. With 61 laps to go, though, this field very close together. Only about 5 seconds separate the leader from the 41 car, which is the last car on the lead lap. But you see Richard Holland is a little bit ahead of this guy, so Holland is the first car a lap down. Brett Somers close behind, though. You got Blomker that's about 2 laps down, and Rick Pagone. Not sure what happened to this guy other than he got a speeding penalty and hasn't recovered. So tough break for the Outcast Motorsports guys. The top driver right now on that team, Cody Williams, who has Nicholas Starling all over his back bumper. Starling up to 4th. Look at this drive from that pink machine. This guy is on a roll. We might have some surprise victory from the 7 car tonight. The way he's getting around this place. Look at him go. 31 Richard Holland knows he has to get back up there. Oh boy, tight into the wall. 07 Starling out in the outside wall. 4 car, 31, 69 have to dodge it. 16 to the inside now. Oh, what a mistake by Nicholas to make that outside wall. I can't believe what just happened there. 07 losing a ton of ground now. Cody Williams gonna let that teammate by, but he's leaving the door open for several other cars to get to that inside. He's gonna have to run it hard here. Richard Holland trying to get his lap back. He's ran all the way up to the 3rd position, trying to get it back there. He does not want to let this championship slide from him. .56 laps to go. Holland's got his work cut out for him. Cody Williams, 3rd position. Your leader, 36, Mayatu. Anthony Pelican, close 2nd right there. 0.8 of a second back. Every lap that goes by, that's another chance for Keith Mayatu to gain another bonus point. Most laps led. I think he's really close to it. We've had a few lead changes here tonight. Several different drivers from the 69, 46, 4 car. The 98 led a couple. We even had Zach Michael up there at one point. But I think the 36 is getting ready to clutch that bonus point. Really close to it. And he's actually, if we can listen in here for just a second, he might be clutching it as well. Trying to save fuel. Scratch that, because he's running it wide open. All the way to the bottom of the track. He sees Anthony Pelican in his mirror. He knows he's coming. Let's go back here. Look at the 31 of Richard Holland. He's been trying to chase these boys down. 4 car Cody Williams might have tagged the wall. He's losing a ton of ground now. Back to 8th position. There's a guy that tagged the wall too. He's recovered from it a little bit. 7th position for Nicholas Starling. Jeremiah Vincent working his way up into the top 5, trying to get up there. He's got the 69 of Dallas Sullivan in front of him. Alex Pelican sneaking up there in the 4th position. But oh no, the 69 car into the wall. And that's going to open the door for the 25. Jeremiah Vincent's going to try to get two of them here on the backstretch. Side by side into 3 and 4. All the way to the bottom of the track for the 25. Is he going to do it? Even after tagging that outside wall, the 69 is able to hold on to the 5th position right now, but look at that drag down to the bottom of the track. Nicholas Starling following suit. Cody Atkins down there as well. Single filed back out. But Keith Mayatu starting to pull away a little bit here. 1.6 second lead over Anthony Pelican with 50 laps to go. We're going to run you by that promo one more time, and we're going to give you the last 45 laps uninterrupted. This is Dialed In Racing League on Drivers Network America. What can he do with 1 to go? Mayatu's got to defend it. Keith Mayatu able to hold on. Winner tonight, Chicagoland 36 car with a close finish. Here he comes off of 3 and 4. Anthony Pelican, your winner tonight. Might get up there and give him a little bumper love. There he goes. Green flag is out. Nick Gardner, Alex Pelican. Looked like they almost were side by side. Jordan Caskey, here he comes on the outside of the 46. Now he's going to go after the 16 of Nick Gardner to the inside. White flag is out. Anthony Pelican, can he hold on? One more time around. 33 to the inside of the 16. Now the 36, Hungry, off of 4. Anthony Pelican holding it out there. He's going to take it to the bottom. Here he comes one more time, coming off of 4. Mayatu all over his back bumper. It's a drag race, and the 98 wins it. 4 different drivers. Keith Mayatu, Anthony Pelican, Brett Butler, and Richard Holland square off this week. Season finale. This is Dialed In Racing League. Bradley Cooper, your host tonight. 4 drivers squaring it off. Keith Mayatu leading a lot of laps here tonight. Anthony Pelican close second position. This race is brought to you by Dialed In Racing League, Drivers Network America. Boy, is it fun to watch these guys go around. Nick Gardner sneaking up there in the 3rd position. It's been a fun race with 45 laps to go. Who's going to take home the trophy and be crowned a champion for Dialed In Racing League? Richard Holland driving his ass off to get up in that top 3 and try to get his lap back. He's got a lot of work to do here. He needs a caution really, really bad. I think that would be the only bailout he has right now. Right now it's down to the 36 and the 98. 2-second gap there. Right now, your top 3, Keith Mayatu, Anthony Pelican, Nick Gardner. We go through the field a little bit more. Dallas Sullivan back to the 4th position here. This guy's led some laps tonight. 5th position, sneaking up there. Jeremiah Vincent right behind him. Cody Atkins in that Taco Bell machine. Alex Pelican just behind them. guy that was up there earlier, Cody Williams, I'm being scored a lap down. Not sure if maybe he's clutching it, trying to get back into this thing, hit early, clutch it all the way through. Maybe you can get around this place. I don't know. A lot of strategy going on tonight. There's a guy that's led some laps as well, Zach Michael. A new name for everybody here at Dialed In Racing League. I really don't remember saying this name before. He's all over the back bumper of Alex Pelican right now. There's a peek to the inside. This is for the 7th position. And there he goes. 41. Up to 7th. Mayatu getting around the 72 of Blomker. Putting him one more lap down. He'll be 4 down, 5 down now after we cross the line. $40 laps to go. Mayatu. Very tight on that outside, though. We watched the first stint of this race, the first stage. The 36 seemed to get really tight on the long run. But this time he's stretched it out to 2.5 seconds. It might be a big enough gap for him to get on and off pit road and get back on the track in the lead. They do not want this car in the lead on the short run. If anybody is chatting right now, I apologize for any mistakes or me not even seeing chat. As it sits right now, I think your points winner would be the 36, but that's unofficial. Everybody here has watched this season all the way through. They know how dominant Keith has been all the way. V-speed on the hood. V-speed on the track. What can he do here to wrap up Season 4 at Dialed In Racing League? There's your other chase contender right behind him taking pit stops. 98, Anthony Pelican on pit road. $38 laps to go. They'll have enough fuel to make it to the end. Still praying for a caution, though. This is the 31 of Richard Holland, who has to bring it down. He's going to lose another lap. I don't think he wants the caution right now. He's going to have to rely on some of these guys. 36 car on pit road now. Mayatu. Jeremiah Vincent, your leader right now. He's going to bring it down pit road. No reason for him to stay out longer than these guys. He's going to have to bring it in. Nick Gardner also taking a pit road. He's coming back out. He started pit road in 3rd position. Solid night for this guy tonight. We're going to shake out the 12 car. Szelzelski still out there on the track. He might get to lead a lap here. Jeremiah Vincent on pit road. He's coming off now. Szelzelski going to stay out there, get that lap led. Cody Williams out there as well. Has not pitted yet. Dennis Steele. I believe he's still going to be out there. You can see the difference in tires. Brent Butler's hit pit road as well. 35 laps to go. 31, Richard Holland running out of time. He's fast. He's been really close to the leaders, but I don't think he's going to have enough time unless we get a caution. All the pit cycle. Going to be tough. He's going to have to get around Nicholas Starling here to get the lucky dog. There he goes to the inside of him now. So he would be the first car a lap down if we have a caution. Cody Williams staying out there. You know the 4 cars begging for one right now. Just behind him, Brett Butler. About 2 seconds back. Anthony Pelican, 3 seconds back. Richard Holland's working through this field quickly. We were just talking about him passing Nicholas Starling to get that lap for the lucky dog, and he's all the way up to the 4th position. By technicality, he would be the first car a lap down, but then he's going to have to do it all over again. He really wants to get up there and get it back the old-fashioned way so he can pit with these guys and not have to start at the tail end of the lead lap. I'm interested to see when this 4 car is going to bring it down pit road, though. "30 laps to go. He's going to have to do it. You might have pitted a little bit earlier than everyone else. I'm not entirely sure, but he's got Anthony Pelican close behind him. And that 36 car, Keith Mayatu, running in 5th place right now. We saw how great that car was on the short run, but that long run, these guys made up ground. Now we got the 4 car up in the wall. New leader. 98. Anthony Pelican. Richard Holland close behind him. Trying to get that lap back the old-fashioned way. '98. Sees that 36 car back there. Richard Holland right on the edge there trying to get that lap back, and there's Nick Gardner running in 2nd place. And he's got Keith Mayatu right behind him. This action's going to come right down to the end. '98, Anthony Pelican. Started winning. Right in the chase. Got his 2 wins. He's leading with 26 laps to go. He's got the lap car of Richard Holland trying to get it back. Chase contender to his door. Couldn't quite get the run. They've got a hungry Keith Mayatu. 1.1 seconds back. Really gonna have to back up those corners, save your stuff here. Pelican might have to let the 31 car by. They start racing side by side. Holland's not giving up, but that 98 is starting to get tight. You can tell. 31 still working on him. Richard Holland down to the bottom of 3 and 4. Anthony might have to just let him go if he doesn't want to race him to the outside, but he's got the momentum up there in that high groove out of 3 and 4. He's got Nick Gardner back there that's a teammate. Can buy him some time if need be. Nick Gardner could race side by side with Keith Mayatu to hold him up a little bit. But Mayatu, very quick on this run. He's got the leader in sight with 22 laps to go. He shaved about 1/10 of a second off of that lead. Well, if anybody is in chat, we got 7 viewers. If you guys like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We'll be bringing you more racing here. Down in Racing League, gonna start back up. No definite time, but they're gonna pick their car, pick their tracks. Hopefully we can get back to racing, bringing you some great action. Keith Mayatu starting to catch up to that leader, Anthony Pelican. Make sure you guys pick your winner here. Who's going to win the race? Who's going to win the championship? Put it up there in chat, your prediction. Right now, as it sits, 1 second ahead, Anthony Pelican. About half a second ahead of Nick Gardner. And Richard Holland, who drove the doors off this thing trying to get back on the lead lap. Had the stage points, but just not going to be his night tonight. I don't think he's got enough time unless we have a caution. It's just not going to work out. Even with a caution, excuse me, I don't think it's going to work. He's got a lot of work to do here tonight. There's Nick Gardner starting to creep up on the back bumper. They're still racing side by side. There goes Nick now. Holland might have a side-by-side battle with the 36 for just a second. Nope. He's going to concede it. So there goes Holland back to the fourth, fifth spot. Battle's going to be between this top 3. 17 laps to go. Anthony Pelican wasting no time through the field. Anthony Pelican, Nick Gardner, Keith Mayatu, your top three. Dallas Sullivan will go back here a little ways, about 2 more seconds back. Cody Atkins in the 5th position. Brent Butler, also a championship contender, but he's 3 wide off of 4. Scholzelski in the middle. Oh, we got contact, and this might be what Richard Holland needed. Did not happen. Scholzelski pinned it down on the bottom. Scholzelski lost a lot of ground there. "15 laps to go." There's the smoke we just saw. Look at that move to the inside by the 36. 16 to the outside. 36 down to the bottom. They're going to drag race down the backstretch. You know Nick Gardner's going to do everything he can to hold up this 36 car. What a run off of 2. 14 laps to go. Anthony Pelican, your leader. I cannot stress enough how important it is to have that teammate, but man, is Nick Gardner getting tight. Really close to the wall there. This is going to buy him some time, but Mayatu is actually pushing that 16 closer and closer to Anthony Pelican. So as a teammate, it's going to get really tough. You're going to have to make it 2 lanes wide. Mayatu dipping to the bottom now. Trying to get by Nick Gardner, who's really tight on the outside. There's the slide job, 36. Going to get by him. Maybe a crossover. Nope. Nick Gardner's going to lose ground. Now the 36 can run his line and go chase the 98 of Anthony Pelican. 12 laps to go now. 11 down. Just as they cross the line. Anthony's got nothing in front of him. He's going to have to run his line and do it carefully. Coming up on that white flag, it's getting closer and closer. Down to the season finale, 2 drivers really duking it out. Anthony Pelican started winning, like we said, right there in the chase format in that top 4. But it looks like he might have to give up a spot here. Side by side out of 2. Not enough momentum yet, but all over that back bumper is the 36 of Mayatu. 28 of Dennis Steele kind of in the mix there. Oh, wow. Look at this back bumper. I guarantee you that 98 is going to make it really wide. Mayatu to the bottom. Look at him get by Anthony Pelican with 9 laps to go. Back on the crossover, down into 3 and 4. Anthony Pelican back to the lead for just a second here, side by side. They're going to take 8 to go. Mayatu got that run off of 4. Anthony is not going to give it up. Driving it down deeper than he ever has this entire run. Using the entire track. Mayatu going to pull out here. Just a little bit. Does the 98 have enough left in the tank? Can he get back up there and race side by side with the 36 car with 7 laps to go? '98 is not letting him out of his sight. There's a little gain there in 3 and 4. You know the 98's going to push it as hard as he can.
Caution, yellow flag.
And a yellow flag is out, and boy, did Richard Holland need that. Where was the caution? Yellow flag with 6 laps to go. I do not want to be that 36 car. If anyone has an extra set of tires, they're going to take them right here. Let's go instant replay and figure out what happened. I'm not sure what happened here on the track. I'm trying to figure it out. Yellow flag is out, though. Let's see what happens here with the pit stops. If anybody's got an extra set. With 5 laps to go, I'm taking them. Everybody coming down pit road. Oh boy, Richard Holland stayed out. He's got to do it. He's got to get that wave around. He's going to be the lucky dog, I believe. '98-36 on pit road. We're going to have fresh tires here for the last end of the race. And Anthony Pelican might have lost some spots here. Dallas Sullivan coming out in second. Holland's going to wrap it back around the track. Boy, this race just gets more and more interesting. We thought it was over with. Mayatu starting to pull away. 16 of Nick Gardner. Trying to hold him up as best he could. Now you got Dallas Sullivan. Cody Atkins there in between. Cody Atkins has been a great driver here tonight. We're going to find him up in the 5th position now. 4th position. One thing on the advantage for the 98 is he will start on the inside, but he'll have Dallas Sullivan in front of him. Is there going to be enough time? Let's pull Anthony Pelican up here real quick. Anthony Pelican, we've got kind of a green-white checkered here to finish it out. Mayatu was able to get around you, but now you got some fresh tires. What do you got in store for us here?
Probably on that pit stop there. I don't know what happened, but it decided it was going to double fuel the car. So as soon as tires got done, it decided it was going to plug fuel again, and we lost a little bit of spots there, but we'll see what we can do.
Well, you're going to start on the inside. You're going to have Dallas Sullivan to pick off, but you got a teammate up there. Maybe he can get some racing going there side by side, and good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
All right, there's Anthony Pelican on board with him. We're getting doubled up here. You know that 36 is going to go, and it's going to go fast. What's about to happen? Keith Mayatu, championship's hopes right here in front of him. 1 lap till green. Richard Holland able to get back on the lead lap. Right at the tail end of this thing. There's Brent Butler. Oh, there's your four chase drivers. We don't know what's going to happen. Anything can happen here. It is Atlanta. It's the last race of the season. Pace car's getting ready to pull off. There's the green flag.
Green flag.
Keith Mayatu with 2 laps to go. Are we going to have one more caution? Or is this 36 car going to lead him around 2 more times? Dallas Sullivan all the way to the bottom of the track. Cody Atkins to the outside. Maybe 3 wide here. There's a peek to the inside by the 25. Let's go back here and look at this action. High line for the 98. I don't think he's going to have enough time. White flag coming out. Got a car really close to the wall back there. That was a 46. Oh no! 81. 81 hard into the outside wall. Nick Gardner. Looks like he's going to bring it home P2. 36. Keith Mayatu about to crown victory and a championship. Coming off of turn 4. Keith Mayatu, V-Speed on the hood, V-Speed all season, and V-Speed for the championship. There it is, Keith Mayatu, your winner tonight at Atlanta, your crowned champion for Dowden Racing League. What a finish there at the end. 81, Cody Atkins might have lost a lot of spots there. What a battle there for the 3rd position. And here we go. I guarantee this guy's going to burn it down this time around. He hasn't burned it down all season. Let's see some donuts by the 36. Mayatu. There it is. Well deserved. Tearing up the grass for the 36 car. Great job by him. Post-race interviews are going to be insane. There it is, parking it right on the start-finish line. All right, these drivers have had a great season all the way through. We're going to get post-race interviews in just a moment. Dowden Racing League, Drivers Network America. What a finish to bring out the season. Everybody in chat, I hope you enjoyed the action. We'll get your top 3 and we'll get your crown champion right after this. All right, to pull up your third place finisher tonight. And man, we just had an interview with you just a moment ago. Anthony Pelican, man, it was right there, right on the edge, but what a fun race to watch, dude.
Yeah, it was a fun race. I didn't think I had anything for Keith even on fresh tires. He's just really good. Glad I get to race against him. He's clean, and he really just makes the people that race around him better.
Well, we saw the long run with the 36 in that first stage, and you turned around and got up by him, and the guy kind of fell really quickly. A lot of tough breaks for some guys tonight. We had 4 different drivers all the way through between Brent Butler, Richard Holland, you, and Keith. It was a toss-up. You top 4 all the way through that first stint. What was your mindset through the first portion of that race?
I was trying to save a set for if there was a late race caution like there was, and I was just trying not to burn my stuff up. We were a little short on fuel, and some of those guys pressed it and made it. I came down and added a little. But really just trying to stay clean that first run and just try to get a feel for how it was going to be on a long run because I figured we were going to have quite a few of them tonight.
Well, I tell you what, man, you drove your ass off all the way through it. I know this is a family show, but you literally did that all the way through the season, and you started winning races. You got Bristol and Nashville. You got those short tracks where we thought guys like Keith and Caskey even would get wins, and you did what you had to do. You did an amazing job all the way through this season, and to let it come down to that last race to be leading with 20 to go, 30 to go, even all the way down to the very end, not knowing what was going to happen. Great job.
Thank you.
Well, Keith gets the points here, but you, in my opinion, drove your ass off. You did a great job. Do you have anybody you'd like to thank for this season, this great finish?
I'd like to thank my wife and my 2 daughters for their support. I'd like to thank all the guys that dialed in for putting on a good league. I'd like to thank you for doing an awesome broadcast the whole season long. And everybody that participated in the league and did a great job of putting on a great racing community, a lot of clean racing, a lot of hard racing. And we hope we see everybody back next season.
10-4 on that. We look forward to it. Appreciate everything you guys do. Giving me an opportunity to broadcast some great racing. The car counts stay great. The drivers stay great. And you guys are a great group of guys to hang out with. And I look forward to that as well.
Yep, good talking with you.
All right, there's Anthony Pelican in third place finisher, second in points, and great job to him. Congratulations to him on a solid season at 98 car. Strong every week. Tell you what, Dodden Racing. I know that AC Delco is not the actual paint scheme. I don't know what's going on with that, but a little love tap there to the 16. Had some fun tonight. We're going to bring up our second place finisher. There he is right there. Nick Gardner. Man, we just talked to Anthony, and there at the end of that, you were sitting in second position just before we had that caution, and you were trying to hold off Keith Mayatu for as long as you could. Am I wrong?
A little bit, but at the same time, I was trying to be respectful and let them battle. Like, yeah, I wanna hold them back for my teammate a little bit, but I knew how dominating Keith was, and I knew I wasn't gonna hold him off for long. But I was kind of in a weird pickle because I was catching my teammate to take the lead for my first win in this league, and then at the same time, I got Keith catching me. And I was like, kind of like the monkey in the middle. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, do I try to pass my teammate? Like, I don't want to wreck my teammate. And it was a weird deal. But yeah, once Keith caught me, I feel like I used my stuff up just a little bit. Obviously, he put that slide job on me and it was beautiful. I mean, good grief. I didn't even have to, I didn't really lift or nothing. I mean, he timed it perfect. I'm like, okay, yeah, you can have it. Sure.
Well, we saw you guys with about 5 to go, and then that caution just kind of threw everything out the window. But running side by side, you said you were catching your teammate. had you got up there and got side by side, do you think that you guys could have made it 2 lanes wide and maybe made it even harder?
Um, I mean, I would have. I mean, if there's any, I mean, yeah, catching Anthony was one thing, but if I was side by side, that's a whole nother mindset. Because if I know I'm beside Anthony, like, I mean, I know in my mind I gotta remember he's fighting for a championship, but at the same time, like, I really wanted to win this season, and there's a couple times where I almost had one, and they just slipped away due to unfortunate situations. So, um, uh, and that mindset, I would have probably just went for it, but obviously I don't want to wreck my teammate in doing so. So, like I said, it was a very weird situation. Very weird.
I wouldn't want to be in your shoes in that situation at all. But you had a great finish tonight and a great end of the season. Just to watch you guys battle it out, the top four in points raced side by side for the first 50 laps. And that, in my opinion, means that there's a lot of guys in here that take it very seriously and have a lot of talent. What's
Yeah,
your mindset for next season, man?
I don't know yet. Obviously we got a real racing job, so we got to take a pretty decent sized break with us working in racing. The summer races are coming up. It's gonna be really busy. So um, we'd like to start back up in probably like 2 to 3 months, depending on how crazy it gets. But man, we've been getting nothing but positive feedback and how people just want to go back next week. Like they're like, let's go, and I'm like, all right, back her down a little bit. Like, well, trust me, we want to. Like this whole season has been so much fun, but we just need a little break because we need to focus on our real life jobs. But man, we're definitely inviting all these guys back. We're definitely gonna take the same exact approach that we did this season and invite people from leagues that we've been in, and it seemed to work out perfect. Seemed to put on a hell of a show, hell of a broadcast. Um, and hell of a championship battle. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better championship four. I know Richard races his guts out. Anthony is awesome. Keith has just been dominant. So when you get to say you made it to the final four with Keith, I mean, high praise to you because that dude he's on another level. So we're definitely gonna spice it up a little bit next season. We're definitely gonna run a different car because we do like to change it up. So obviously that'll be announced, way down the road when we're ready to start back up again. But it's been a hell of a season, man. I hope everyone watching the broadcast really enjoyed it.
We had a lot of viewers tonight, and honestly, all the way through, just nose to tail, watching the action. You never knew what was going to be the outcome, and I like the stage racing. I like the chase format. Does make for some good action up here in the booth, and we appreciate what you guys do. Do you have anybody you would like to thank for that great finish tonight?
Man, I just want to thank, obviously you put on the broadcast, you do a hell of a job. Appreciate that. And, to Anthony and Alex for, all three of us, literally, we split all the work half, in threes as far as keeping this league going, and we all do a great job of it. Appreciate all the drivers coming out, week in and week out. I mean, tonight we had like 17 drivers, I want to say 18 drivers, which is awesome. To keep the car count, normally it's down to like 12. It's hard to keep car counts up, but and then I just thank all the teammates from Dialed In for working together and making it fun as well. And congrats to Keith, which I already congratulated him right after the race. But congrats to him and being the champion. So hope everyone enjoyed the race. We figured we make Atlanta the last race, considering it's tough. Tires wear out. You're sliding. I mean, I think it is the perfect race to host, or one of the most perfect racetracks to host a championship race. So I hope it was fun to watch.
It was very fun to watch, and I agree with you 100%, man. Hey, Nick, great job all season long, and we'll see you next year.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
There's your second place finisher. Now let's get our winner of the race, winner of the championship, Keith Mayatu. Dude, we got the interview. We got the one. This is the most important interview of your life, so take it away.
I almost lost this thing. I almost lost it on my own. What a race! A lot of emotions. Saving, trying to save so much fuel on the first stage, just so I don't run out and have the situation that Richard ran into, and then spinning out on pit road entry, and then coming out. I don't even know what it was, eighth place, and quite a few seconds behind. What a crazy race! Just crazy.
We saw you on that short run on that first stint, and it seemed like the thing got really tight on you, and you started to fall back a little bit. I was starting to worry maybe the car wasn't working the way you wanted it to, but you recovered. Um, Take us through that top four battle, because we had Brent, you, Anthony, and Richard all 1, 2, 3, 4 for the first 50 laps.
It was awesome. Lots of fun. It was. I wasn't sure who had the speed to make it to the end, because right away I could see the top side was the dominant side, and eventually that changed over the race. But it was, that's why the top four, we were the top four in the playoffs, right? So it was awesome to battle all along. Would have been nice if Richard didn't have that run out of fuel on that first stage. Would have a third car thrown in there, but crazy fun, awesome competition.
Competition was great all the way through the race. Even with that caution and Richard getting back on the lead lap, and Brent was up there in the hunt. He finished in sixth tonight, all the way through. You guys saved that extra set of tires. Let's talk about all the way through the season, where you go through and win these races, and then it comes down to this last race. What was your mindset knowing that you were a dominant car, but then it comes down to this last race?
It was just try not to make mistakes, and luckily that I did make the one, and I was able to come back from that. But that's all it was, is just those mistakes. Try to limit them. Luckily, some other guys, everyone made mistakes tonight with the top four, and I think I was just the one that made the fewest and came out on top.
Well, it was a hell of a drive. We had so many lead changes, and we had so many pit cycles. I personally, for me, from the booth point of view, with 15 to go, I'm sitting here thinking, like, we got teammates in front of you, and it's going to be tough. So you got Nick Gardner in front of you. What do you do to get around those guys? And then we have a caution. It's just like everything you did was gone.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, because once I got to about a second behind Anthony, and I was probably, I think, maybe half a second behind Nick at that time, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get by these guys, because if they protect the high side like they were doing, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a run. And the one time I sent it right to the bottom, right in the apron, and it just bit. Left front just gripped there, and I was able to throttle and just get ahead of Nick. And I was like, okay, I think I could do this again. And had that run on Anthony. Took a while to run him down. It was literally, we were swapping tenths for quite a while, and it was a little frustrating when the laps were counting down. And I pulled that same move on Anthony, but I had to throttle up a lot sooner just to get that gap on him and like make the pass. And when that caution came out, I was kind of frustrated. I was like, no, not again. And but at the same time, once I saw everyone pitting, I knew I was able to control the start, and that brought the stress level down quite a bit.
Well, you did a hell of a job, and like I said, I said it in the broadcast. I don't want to be that 36 car when I come down pit road. I don't know if everyone behind me is going to stay out, but you had some chase contenders that had kind of the same mindset. Like, I'd rather have fresh tires, and made a good call on pit road. And you made a great job just keeping it out front and trying to get around those guys. That slide job was pretty too. Nick even said that was a great job getting by him and finding that line. So, do you have anybody you'd like to thank for this great season and the win tonight?
First of all, I'd like to thank my wife for letting me, you know, pull away from the kids a little bit earlier than I should, just to race on these Monday nights. Um, Everyone part of V Speed for keeping me part of the team and sponsoring the race car. Yourself, Bradley, awesome job with the broadcast, getting a lot better from where you started. Everyone at Dialed In Racing, all the work they do in the league, and everyone in the league, competition wise, um, real hard racing, a lot of respect. Like there's a lot of respect here, a lot of clean racing. Once in a while we get into each other, but that's completely fine. So had a blast this season, and looking forward to the next.
We're looking forward to the next season as well. And congratulations on your championship. Congratulations on the race win tonight. And we're looking forward to next year.
Thank you very much, Bradley. Have a good one.
You too. Keith Mayatsu, your crown champion tonight. Race winner at Atlanta. This guy burning it down. Let's go back. Let's rewind that whole burnout. There he is right there. Back and forth. It went back and forth all night long. Lots of lead changes. Tell you what, if you guys didn't enjoy this action, you don't have a pulse. V-Speed on the hood. V-Speed in victory lane. V-Speed. Gonna get the championship. Down in Racing League, Season 4, winding it down. This is the end. I thank you guys for watching all these broadcasts. If you liked what you saw, hit the subscribe button. We will bring you another season of Dialed In Racing League, guaranteed. I can promise you that we're going to bring you more racing every week. These guys are going to get back to their real-life jobs and get out there on the track. Nick Gardner and Anthony Pelican, a few other names. Some of these guys racing in real life. It's summertime. Go out there and enjoy yourselves. Thank you for being a part of the broadcast. Love you guys. Mean it. And we will see you next time. This is Drivers Network America. Share that link. We'll see you.